Hi everybody, welcome to Healing with Love. Thank you so much for joining me. So today I've got just a little mini energy reading. This is going to be not like my normal readings because we're only using one deck, and I wanted to do a sort of unboxing slash mini reading. So I want to thank, before I begin, I've been wanting this deck for about 2 years now. It's been in my wish list, and I'm so very grateful. Thank you, Aileen. If you're watching, thank you so much. So I'm going to do a little bit of ASMR style unwrapping so you guys can get a little sound. And then we're going to get into the reading. So we're just going to see what's coming through. Thank you also, Aileen, for the beautiful message that came with it. I will keep that between us. The Enchanted Map by Colette Reed. So excited, guys. I am so excited. I'm so excited. The only thing I'm not excited about is is trying to get this thing open. I don't think I have any scissors around. I'm so excited. Okay, got it open. Awesome. Beautiful deck. I always love the messages that come through within this deck, so I'm excited to actually, I'm gonna put this over here. Oh wow, what a beautiful, oh my goodness, well, it looks like portals, but it looks like the coin, the Chinese coin that I found out in at the giving tree. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just get a little bit of selenite just to kind of clear the energy. A little bit of, just a dab of sage. You know, sometimes when it comes from the packing facility, you know, all that energy. So I'm excited. The Enchanted Map. So, and there's just something about gifted decks that have a different energy than when I purchase my decks myself. So I usually wait for the universe to somehow, I stumbled across a deck or somebody has an old deck they're giving away. And there's just something about the energy of a gifted deck that I love. So thank you, Aileen. Okay. Here we go. So we're just gonna see what the energy is going on. I've got some charms, some tree charms, and I've got 3 songs. We're not doing too many songs today. This is just gonna be a quick little energy reading. I'm not going to discuss current events because I'm going to try not to, because I want this to be timeless. So. They're kind of a little sticky, so I'm not going to, just going to pick out some cards, okay? So if you're into picking a row, you can do that now, but I'm going to read them all as one cohesive reading. So number 7, number 3, Oh my God, Wishing Well. I literally just added that song to my playlist by Trent D'Arby. Oh no, wishing well. Listen to, follow the leader. There's the time. Listening. Music. Cleaning house. Okay. Now before we get into the cards, I'm gonna just run through the Giving Tree stuff. So I don't remember if I discussed this in the last reading, but I don't know, my mom found a Papa Smurf and she's like, here, I think this is, I'm like, where did you get this? She had no idea where it came from. It just appeared. So a little Papa Smurf, and he's carrying this, looks like almost like a rose quartz. It could either be rose quartz or a very light amethyst. Beautiful crystal. So I'm seeing Papa Smurf as in the masculine energy, right? The father energy. And I'm seeing the healing of the masculine energy, the unconditional love, the heart healing. Right now, people are, and I said I wasn't going to go into current events, but what I'm seeing is that the masculine energy, that it needs a lot of healing. It needs a lot of forgiveness. It needs a lot of compassion. It needs a lot of empathy. Because see how he's in the red? But see, he's also blue, right? When blue and red come together, it creates this beautiful, violet purple color. Okay. And then my sister happened to just give me a peacock feather the other day. I don't think I talked about that either, but here it is, representing to me celebration, but also representing the eyes. I'm hearing all eyes on you. I'm hearing that Tupac song, all eyes on me. I found 3 white crystals fairly close to each other, which was kind of strange. A little yellow rocket ship. It looks like a little yellow. I know it's just like a pen cap, but to me it looked like a rocket ship. So the yellow, the solar plexus that we were discussing, right? That control, that wanting to control or wanting to not be controlled. It's about balancing and knowing that sometimes things need to be done for the greater good of humanity, right? I found this piece that looked like California. Whoop! But it looks like inverted California. But it also looks like an M or a V or a W. There was a little orange heart representing the sacral chakra, creativity, doing what you love. There was 3 silver beads. I was getting the color silver a lot. I found a lot of silver out there. I found this hook that looks like a C. And then I found another silver bead, which was really strange. So I found 4 silver beads. Silver representing intuition, right? The moon. I found a little turquoise or baby blue bead. Little crystal. I'm not sure what. It looks like it's turquoise. And then I found 2 different crystals. If you guys have been watching my readings, I find these in the back. So there must have been either a lamp or a chandelier that had these, but there's a bunch of these. I found a bunch of these already. I can't even count. I think I maybe found like 6 already. 6 crystals. So it's interesting that Papa Smurf is carrying the crystals, and this is the crystal. So I'm seeing something to do with crystals. This is all about purification, right? Purification of the body, of the mind, of the spirit. Purifying things, making them healthy, right? It's almost like things are not really healthy right now. And then I found a button. Listen up, my button, baby. Or I want to press the button. So whenever we think of buttons, right, I actually also found a paperclip. So a button and a paperclip to me represents security, securing something, making sure something is secure, right? So it doesn't get unfastened. And it's got 4 dots, like we got the 4 beads here. So the number 4 representing a solid foundation to build on, right? And on the button it says, "Oh baby," and then it says motherhood. So fertility, right? Something being born, something being reborn, maybe a spiritual rebirth. La 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 la. Gargamel over here trying to ruin things. Okay, so that's what was in my little treasures. I'm gonna move this over. And then we're gonna get to the 3 songs. Crystals. These are teardrops. I'm reminded of the Trail of Tears. It's almost like a trail of tears. I've found so many of these. It's like a little trail, a trail of tears. Okay, so we're going to start with the songs, and then we're going to get to the cards. So we have song number 1 was Two Ghosts by Harry Styles. I actually never heard that song before, so this was interesting because the word ghosts has been coming up like crazy. If you watch my repeating words, it's under the repeating words in my stories, which was very interesting. You know, I'm thinking of ghosts as like all these people that are passing away. A lot of them still have attachments to Earth, so they are ghosts, right? And it says, we're not who we used to be. Try to remember what it feels like to feel, to have a heart, right? It's almost like a lot of people right now are being heartless. You know, they're it's almost like they're possessed. I'm seeing it almost like a possession. Like the hatred is fueling some people. So it's very interesting. But I'm also seeing the ghosts of the past, history repeating itself, and until we break the cycle, it's going to continually just keep repeating itself. So when we acknowledge, when we have the aware of thought of mind to acknowledge that there's a repeating pattern, we have the consciousness and to be able to change that and say, okay, I'm not going to go down that path. But a lot of people don't know how, they're not, I wouldn't say spiritual enough. They're just, they're in their own world. They're in the me versus we. Okay, so Two Ghosts, the number 2 was popping up, and literally this song was playing at 2:22. So partnerships, soulmates, peace, love, and harmony, patience, co-creating with others. So Two Ghosts, and I'm also seeing people connecting to the ghosts, the spirit world, mediumship abilities coming online, right? And it's about remembering who you are. Okay, so the next song, number 2, was All Mixed Up by 311, and the album is blue, and look at, he's blue. So the color blue is coming up, and that's about self-expression, but it's also about tranquility, right? It's about communication. So the song is, you've got to trust your instincts and let go of regret. You've got to bet on yourself now, star, 'cause that's your best bet. Watch me now with a wicked wild as I come with a funky style that gets us known for the show. Fuck the naysayers, 'cause they don't mean a thing, 'cause this is what style we bring. Many moons since first I saw you, many moons since first we did the do, many moons since first I saw you. All mixed up. So a lot of people are confused. A lot of people are mixed up. I'm seeing a lot of ghosts that are confused, right? They don't know that they have died. They don't know that they have died. They're still roaming around. A lot of people are capturing them on camera now more than ever. It's a huge thing. But and the number 311 has been coming through a lot. Okay, so, and finally, which is interesting, so we got 2 ghosts that are all mixed up are now transcending, because the 3rd song was Transcend by Polyphia off the album Inspire. And it's an instrumental, so there's no lyrics, but it started playing at 2:34. So 2:34 is 234, ascending, right? Ascending. So we're moving forward, we're moving on up. People are transcending the hate. They're seeing the truth, right? They're seeing the truth. They're meditating and they're tapping into their true intuition and their true instincts. Transcend the drama, transcend the nonsense, transcend your old self, transcend your body, transcend. Okay, so now we're going to get to the cards. Here we go. This is awesome. I really am digging these cards. So we got 52 here. 5 is all about transformation and change, and 2 is about partnerships. So I'm seeing the changing of partnerships maybe. I'm also seeing an adventure with partners, because we got 5 too, a spiritual adventure, because it's number 7. So having faith. This is the magical map shifter, and there's a unicorn. It's like a little unicorn toy. Whoa, this is really interesting. We see a frog here, so there's lots of things. A scroll, and his eyes are closed, right? Because he doesn't need to see with his eyes, because he's feeling. See how his hands, he's manifesting, he's feeling what's happening. He doesn't need to see it with his eyes, because he can feel the truth. And I think that's happening with a lot of us right now, right? Magical map shifter. Let's see what this has to say. I'm so excited for this deck. You turn me on, you turn me on and on. Okay. When the magical shapeshifter card arrives, it comes with a mission to make you aware of the people who come into your life to impact your personal growth. Perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best you that you can be, or someone who leads you out of difficulty and into a place of safety or success. Pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today and cause you to reflect on your journey. Be awake and aware, and you'll recognize them for the important change agents they are. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. The magical map shifter always initiates you into a better version of yourself. The map shifter. I'm almost seeing paradigm shift as well. And there's a horse here, a Pegasus, but he's on wheels, like he's rolling. It almost, what's that? When they have that fake, it's when they had that fake horse. I'm having a brain fart right now. The Trojan horse. It's like the Trojan horse, right? Somebody gives you a gift and it turns out to be something that's not good, right? So you trust your intuition. Trust when somebody's presenting you a Trojan horse, because not everybody has your best intentions at hand. So you're going to be able to see the truth, right? What else is he holding? And he's holding a scroll. So I'm seeing a message of love coming. It's a map, but it looks like a scroll to me. So I'm seeing, and the heart. So your heart is going to guide you to where you want to go. If you've been wanting to go somewhere, or move or travel, follow your heart. Wherever your heart leads you, that's where it's landing on the map. I'm hearing ley lines, once again, from astrology. Follow the ley lines. Wherever your heart line is, that's where you will thrive and be happiest. Okay, and then I'm debating if I want to go this way. I'm going to go down this way. We got 40. Follow the leader. Another path. If you guys watched my my New Year's Eve live, you remember that there was this path, and I like how this path is going to the tree, either to the tree or away from the tree. Lots of birds. So definitely seeing a lot of birds, and there's a time. What time is it on there? 3:50. It looks like it's 3:50. But so 40, right? So 40 is about building a solid foundation for the future, and 0 is the universe having your back, the angels, this spirit guides, God. 0 point. So building a solid foundation, knowing that you are taken care of, a spiritual foundation. You are a leader, right? A spiritual leader. Or maybe you're not feeling like a leader, so you need somebody that you need a leader, a good leader to follow. Okay, number 40. Wow, there's something going on. Lots of somebody once said that that's Archangel Michael coming through when if you're doing a reading and sirens blare. You're being called. Oh, look at it. It's on page 111. And as we know, tomorrow I'm doing my live numerology reading. So that's very cool. You're being called to lead others by example. Your wisdom has... Ooh. Your wisdom has been earned as a result of your bravery and the adventure of your life. The experiences of battles won and lost, places discovered, tears shed. Tears shed. Wow. Tears shed and joy revealed have placed you in a unique position to be of service to others. Your suffering has been crystallized into a talisman of wisdom. Crystallized, guys. I think I want to leave him right in there. I want to leave him right in there, and I want to leave the crystals right in there. Interesting. So, okay, so your suffering has been crystallized into a talisman of wisdom. Now you must share it. By being fully authentic, you'll lead others into the light. You'll be required to divulge some things about your past so that you may help someone else. Lead with love. There is another message here as well. Look to those whose great character and accomplishments you admire. Emulate the leaders you respect. You will then in turn have more to offer. I love that. And like I said, I don't want to get into current events right now, but we don't have the best leadership here in the U.S., but that's okay, you know? We got to just focus on our journey, you know, and just help our neighbors. What do they say? Everything starts at home, right? So start at home. Okay. Taking on a wishing well, kiss and tell, I'm wishing well. Oh my God, look it. It's a mask. Look at the mask. So maybe we're wishing we don't have to wear masks anymore. But anyways, number 48, so it's number 12. Number 3, communication, creativity. So maybe it's asking you to communicate your wishes, and the universe is asking you what is it that you want. And look at all this gold here. So gold represents to me the Christ consciousness energy, right? It also represents the solar plexus. You know, from yellow to gold is when we have mastered the solar plexus energy. Right? I love it. And she's got, it looks like a snake. Well, it's actually a plant that's going up her thing, but it looks like the snake going up her. So I'm seeing the Kundalini awakening in a lot of you, feeling that energy from the toes all the way up to the crown, just coming up. Wishing well, kiss and tell. So wishing well. Oh wait, I didn't read all the little. I'm gonna go back to 52 real quick just to read the little thing that it said. There was a little thing in the beginning that I missed, and it says, "Spirit orchestrates everyone's destiny." Spirit orchestrates everyone's destiny. Now we're gonna go to number 40. I was just there. Every life is a teaching tool for others. Your authenticity and honesty are an example to those around you. And yes, and I think sharing your story definitely helps others. And sometimes it's a tough story to share, but that story somehow resonates with somebody, and that allows them to move forward on their journey. So don't be afraid to share your story. Okay, so we're gonna go back to wishing well. Desire is the sacred impulse for life. Feel it, but let go of all attachment to ownership. Yes. So when we, in the art of manifestation, we feel it, but we let go of the attachment to it. Like, it's okay if we don't get it, and it's amazing if we do. But we don't hold on to the attachment of want, because by wanting, you're telling the universe that you don't have it yet. So it's all about tapping into it and saying, I already have it. Like, I have the greatest love of my life. I have the greatest career of my life. I have the greatest home I've ever lived in, you know? Feel it. Feel your feet on the carpet or the hardwood floor. Feel the chimney on a nice warm night, on a nice cool night, right? If it's, you know, if you want a beach house, smell the salt water in the air and the sprinkles on your hands and, you know, the sand in your toes. So desire is the most important impulse for creating life. Now you're seeing the relationship between desire and inspiration, and sensing that moment of truth when you feel the inception of new life. It is an aha moment when everything makes sense. Perhaps you recognize a soulmate, or are conceiving a baby or an idea. Oh my God, the baby, guys. The button. Oh baby. This button said oh baby on it, and it says motherhood. So, the wishing well card awakens you to the presence of unseen forces that enable new beginnings. Divine intelligence activates the field of possibilities where new life is co-created in a magical way. Neither you nor anyone else can know how or why this happens. It just does. To the end, you can't control the process of growth. Rather, you must step aside to be a channel for higher forces and relinquish any attachment to how this new creation should appear or when. Form your intention and take action by dropping the coin into the wishing well. Then trust in spirit. Prepare to be amazed. Oh my God, the coins! The coins, guys. I was saying, little Frankie here. I was saying that these look like the coin that I found out in the tree. A little one of these coins. So I was seeing these coins. I was seeing Chinese money. Put that there. Okay. So moving on to listening. Okay, so follow the leader to the destination, right? You take the lead wherever you want to go. Wishing well, listening. The universe is listening to your wishes. The universe is listening to your wishes, and it's sending you messages via music. But I love the elephant is here, because the elephant to me not only represents compassion, right? I was saying that right now the world needs a little bit of compassion. They also represent memory. So remembering, and that was coming through as well earlier. Remembering why you're here. I think that came through with the Harry Styles song, right? Remembering who you are. So this is, I'm seeing the Akashic Records opening up in a lot of you and remembering your past lives, which are your current lives. There really is no past, present, or future. Everything is just now. So actually remembering a past life is actually remembering an alternate dimension, like tapping into those other lives that are you. So, and this also represents family, right? The elephants are very family oriented, like soul family. So, and it's number 8, which is all about abundance, but it's also about entrepreneurship, right? And power, stepping into your power. You have the power to make your wishes come true. And we got 5 here, so it's about freedom to communicate. 5-3. So, and transformation. So the universe is listening. Okay, 53. An open heart will hear the message. So I'm hearing like telepathy, soul family, listening, like hearing your soul family, your soulmates, twin flames, etc. When this card appears, you're being reminded that there is a time to speak and a time to be silent. Now is an occasion for listening. Pay attention not only to what is being spoken, but also to what is not being said at the moment. For the deeper message is not always obvious. Listen with your heart. Yes, I was saying that in the beginning. Listen with your heart. See how he's listening with his heart. So this is a beautiful, beautiful message here. Listen with your heart, not just your ears, and you'll find clarity. Receiving the listening card is a fortunate sign and ensures a great understanding of your circumstances. So sometimes in the art of communication, it's not just talking, but also listening to what is being said and having a nice, beautiful balance. That's communing. 2 ideas, 2 people coming together with ideas, listening to each other, talking back and forth, and balance. But I'm definitely seeing music. Maybe a dream regarding music. A dream regarding music I'm getting here. Okay, so now we're moving on to number 9, the completion of a cycle, which I love this, that it goes from 9 to 10, ascending, just like the last song that had came through by Polyphia, which was at 2, 3, 4, so ascending. Storm fields. So I love this. Okay, so look at that. We have 2 different roads, this one has all these different paths you can take. So does this one. This one has an angel, and it's guiding you to the tree, the connection to the trees, because the tree wisdom and the fae is beautiful, right? So 9 is the completion of a cycle. So the storm, the ending of a storm. And after a storm, what do? You clean, right? You clean up after the storm. So I'm seeing a storm, and what's interesting here is there's little mushrooms right there. So I don't know if somebody's into magic mushrooms, but there's a path there where you can go that route, and then there's another path that goes this way. 9 is also about the humanitarian. So this is about coming together, listening to others, being compassionate, right? Helping others clean their house in a sense. But I'm also seeing it as like the body, the house. So storm fields, number 9. Let's see what this has to say. So, this too shall pass. What a beautiful message. If, you know, what a beautiful, beautiful message for what is happening right now. This too shall pass. And what's interesting is 311, which came through in song number 2, has a song called This Too Shall Pass. So, very cool. So we got number 9, Stormfields. An uncomfortable chaos is surrounding you. Things that you've left unattended may be the cause of some conflict. Pent-up energy needs release. Just as a storm in nature must break. For these events occur, when the electricity between opposing forces stirs things up and creates temporary disorder. Yes, opposing forces, red and blue here. Right? But the answer is love. Jeez Louise, people. Not all storms are destructive. Rather, they serve nature by bringing rain to the ground and wind to the trees, enabling seeds to be widely distributed and continuous growth to be ensured. Just remember that whatever is being stirred up inside you or between you and around you will benefit you later. The sun will shine again and new growth will be observed. Don't be afraid to shake things up a little bit. I love it. So I love that the sun was coming through again, because the sun was coming through. I literally had a memory today about a sun prism. You know, like when you look through the sun like a rainbow, like rainbow coming. Whoa, that is a military helicopter. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. Very interesting that that's coming through as I'm discussing the chaos in the storm fields. Okay, so we're going to move on to number 37, which is number 10, which is the spiritual rebirth, right? From 9 to 10, the phoenix rising from the ashes, right? The phoenix, everything had to burn in order for this new beginning to happen. And so let me look at this. So I'm seeing the door open right here, so an opportunity to go through this door, clean the house. I'm seeing lots of rose petals as well. There's a cat, so I'm seeing the cat at the window, so I'm seeing protection. And I'm seeing another tree here, so definitely connecting with that tree wisdom. But I'm seeing the cat at the window as in like, definitely seeing it as protection. Egyptians, the eyes of the soul, since the eyes are the windows. So I'm seeing like cat's eye. And she looks like Padme from, you probably can't see it, it's way too tiny, but she looks like Padme from Star Wars. Very cool. So cleaning a house. The drawers are all ajar, you know. It's time. It's that time when you have to clean, not just clean house, right? Sometimes they call a Democratic Party a house. So it's time to clean house. I'm also seeing it as like the people's house, right? It's time to clean it up. It's been disrupted and disorder, and there was a storm that came through and just tattered everything. And look at the paperwork and all that stuff on the floor, and they're cleaning it up. So 37, cleaning house. It's time to clear the clutter to make way for better things. Yes, so old things had to be taken out so new things could come in, and this is it represents in your house as well. When you see cleaning house, the cleaning house card in a reading, it's time to declutter your life. Get rid of unwanted things in your physical home and release what you no longer want or truly need. What's that, Maria Kondo? If it doesn't spark joy, get rid of it. Is there any unfinished business you should address? Thoughts, memories, and emotional baggage must be swept out of your house as well. Your conscience must be clear for you to move freely in the world. Celebrate a spring cleaning or winter cleaning. Spring in the other side of the world, right? Celebrate spring cleaning and feel the freedom as you make way for much better things. Look at what you've resisted, discarding, and be honest about its value. Oh, look at what you've resisted discarding and be honest about its value. Be honest, right? Is it worth it? Is it worth fighting for? Is it worth keeping? If it's not worth keeping, clear it out. Get rid of it. Donate it. Throw it in the trash can. If it's got bad energy, throw it in the trash can. Okay? Okay, so wow. Okay, I love this reading. I love these cards. I'm really excited to begin to work with these and incorporate these into my other readings. Thank you again, Aileen, for this deck. It's marvelous. I'm excited to use it, and I really enjoyed the messages that came through. They're very poignant, and I hope that this message finds you when you need to hear it most. And that's it. I guess, yeah. I was gonna do, yeah, let me just do one little final card from love. Love it. Live your truth and share the love that is in your soul. I love that this is the final card. Love, guys. Love is the answer. I was talking about it. He's holding the rose quartz in his hand. This is love. Love is the answer. And if your heart is filled with hate, it's time to just go inward and heal why you have so much hate in your heart. What has not healed in your life that you hold on to this hate? I'm seeing a lot of daddy issues here for people that are filled with anger or hatred, like a lot of father issues, a lot of masculine issues is what I'm seeing, whether it's father or husband or brother. A lot of masculine issues that need to be healed. Okay, guys? Well, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys again tomorrow for my 111 live numerology reading over on Instagram. Okay? Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please feel free to like and subscribe. Namaste, everybody.